Hello, everyone. We are back to chat about Atomy again. Let me introduce myself first. I am Kitty Mom, a sales master. Actually, I was here last time, but after I finished speaking, I was so excited that I shared it with my partners and leaders. They were all very happy that I invited them here so we can talk about Atomy together. Now, I would like to introduce this person, who is the Diamond Master. Hello, Auntie. And hello, everyone. Let me introduce my superior, Rose Master Wen Min. Hello. I am Rose Master Wen Min. Today we are 3 generations under one roof. Why is that? Because I am a sales master, and then there is a junior master, and the next level is Diamond Master. The level above Diamond Master is Rose Master. So the 3 of us are all in Atomy, with one being an external user and another being a business operator. That's great. Now let's invite our Diamond Master Winnie Ma to share a bit about herself. First of all, I want to thank you, Kitty Mom, for introducing me to Atomy. You know, back when I hadn't gone online yet, which was around April of the year before last, you reached out to me and said, hey, there's a Korean product, a lifestyle department store. I was really curious about it. To be honest, I've been in the beauty industry for several decades, and to tell you the truth, I feel quite disheartened. Why is that? Because times have changed. We have to wait for others to do facials, and if they don't come, we will be at a standstill. Also, we need to cater to the products. Each customer with different skin types has specific needs. Some require hydration, while others have acne issues. Therefore, we need to buy well, meaning we have to prepare a lot of capital to purchase different sets of skincare products. At least one product can cost tens of thousands, right? So do you still want to? Paying rent, utilities, and staff salaries is actually a huge pressure, especially at the time you reached out to me. To be honest, I feel a bit lost, like everything is tasteless, and I'm just going through the motions. You understand, right? And you have so many clients, so should you do it or not? Then you mentioned something about a big, when it comes to major Korean brands, this is really telling you about the Korean wave, right? It includes everything from clothing to food and even the kids. My grandchildren are all into Korean dramas. I remember you used to work for a big cosmetic company, right? It was Japanese back then, but now it's all about the Korean style dominating the market. I won't be out of date even though I'm 81 years old. I have to keep up with my clients and provide them with good products. There's no reason for him to bring it back. I'll just turn around and then you'll talk again. And it's even a department store. The skincare products there are all about being dry or wet. And even the most expensive brand is talking about over $1,000. Why not, right? They even have dog food there, which is great. They have stuff for babies too. Right. I'm not worried about you eating it either. Isn't that right? In the past, you were focused on beauty and skincare products. And this time I'm introducing it, but I haven't shown it to him yet. It's like a department store, meaning it has everything you can think of. Your mom, your granddaughter, even a little dog. In short, everything is just right? And there's that vitamin. I remember it well. I immediately told you to volunteer yourself, to quickly sign me up because I was worried it would be too late, right? Then you didn't know I had a Lisa who was into beauty products. You know what I mean? I chose the B12B collection really early, back when it wasn't even available yet. So I went to Korea, and that's why I have this one. If you're so talented, then you must be my treasure, right? Am I right, Winnie Ma? In our team, I introduced him, and in this episode, he shared about vitamin B and its incredible benefits for us. After listening, we learned that it used to be something only wealthy people could afford, but now, unexpectedly, it's so affordable at Atomy. So he said that choosing Atomy today is his wisest choice, and that's why I chose it without hesitation. Next product. After finishing this, I really can decide again when I sign, right? So many things have become convenient for me, right? I don't have to go around looking for brand names, right? The brand is in my hands. So I've decided to commit to Atomy. Good stuff. Now let's talk about Rose Master, actually. Rose Master is called Wen Wen. I really have a good relationship with her. In our team, we actually have 3 generations living together, right?
Min is my sister, and she is my older sister. Actually, the reason I chose Atomy is that I really have to thank my older sister. She introduced it to me and encouraged me to use it along with a group of good friends. This is because I have had some not so good and unhappy experiences before. And it relates to these kinds of things. Oh, it's just people buying things online again. But because of past experiences with similar types of businesses, I had to stock up on a lot of products and buy many things. But wait, it's not like that. There's free membership. And what's most important? It's for my frugal friends, right? It's affordable, beautiful, and good quality. Honestly, I really don't need to think about it anymore. Whatever. I just want to buy. It satisfies my shopping cravings and makes me really happy. It's true, because back then, I had too many products at home, and my family wasn't happy about it. But with some encouragement from my friends, I decided to try using them again. But Atomy really can't be beaten. It's affordable, beautiful, and great. Good life is really what my sister always says. Atomy is just life itself. Since Atomy is always there, it naturally became the choice. And there's one more important thing, which is the bonuses.
Finding money is really the biggest point. I remember that. At that time, my sister told me, saying, "Hey sis, Atomy is really good. Why?" Because in the past, of course, the 2 of us sisters do everything together. So she said, "Hey, this really makes money. I've calculated it." She not only saves money, but also calculates it thoroughly, really calculating to the end. Then she said, "This is really good. And I see that there is indeed money coming back."
I also don't need to have groceries at home. So that's why, while I recommend it, they are even crazier than me when it comes to shopping at Atomy, because there's no way around it. I'm a financial advisor in insurance. So while I help my clients with their finances, I also need to manage my own, and I have to help my sister with her finances too. I must find good things. So I really want to take this opportunity to thank my sister and my good friends for encouraging me to keep using and working hard with Atomy now, since the 3 of us.
The team, everyone has a rank and identity, right? I want to ask, when it comes to our friends, the friends you introduce, our partners, if they have questions about Atomy, whether they are users or operators, how do you solve their problems? Let me speak first. I usually can't solve problems on my own, so I try my best to hand them over to the company, meaning our team and our leaders, to solve them together. But Winnie Ma, what are your thoughts? If you want to, for example, are there any specific challenges or problems we need to address? Of course, there are some issues, but let's not just talk about the team. Because this is a human endeavor. Where there are people, there will always be voices. Even if you close the door and are at home by yourself, my view is that there's no absolute right or wrong. The key is that the methods to solve problems are always more important than the problems themselves. We will work together to solve the partner's issues, whatever they may be. If you say it's a product issue, we can ask our experienced superiors about the product to resolve it. As for the other issues we haven't looked into yet, we will find a way to address them. I also want to say that Atomy is a great company, whether it's regarding the products or the system.
Are we on our YouTube channel? Yes, really. How should I put it? You can find solutions there. When? Do you have any problems? There are 2 good things, and I am also very grateful. The issues in my team aren't too many, but as William mentioned earlier, in any person's career or industry, there are bound to be problems. So, regarding the team's issues, I think the first thing is to clearly listen to their problems. Also, there's something I did, which is to create a discussion thread. Sometimes partners just want someone to talk to. If I have a question, I would ask if I can post it in the group, because we always have a group chat. And within the group, we can see if there are other partners who can provide answers. I always feel that 3 useless people are better than 1 capable person. Maybe that's what was mentioned earlier. Winnie Ma said that when faced with a difficult problem, there are many possible solutions. There are teams and other partners who already have different answers, or perhaps they also have this problem in their minds but haven't brought it up. If a partner says it's not good and wants to discuss it privately, then I will solve it with them. If it can't be resolved, I will still reach out to the company for help.
Well, to solve the issues, I think the best way is to integrate our partners or our users into our company system, right? Because it's really important. And we can't just say that I'm the expert. Everyone who comes into Atomy is first a consumer or user, right? If we operate as business owners, we really learn and grow from the process, step by step, using the products well, or even as a team.
In terms of the system, we really need to work step by step with the company. We walk together with our partners, and one thing is to lead by example. I always make sure to hold hands and clap together with the partners as we move forward. My introducer has always walked alongside me in this way, and I feel that. Winnie Ma often says when we chat privately that no matter what, the product must be the leader, right? Yes, if Atomy's products are not good, then what?
If there are no problems, then it becomes a problem. If Atomy products are good, then any issues should be resolved, right? So I think they believe it's really good. If a product is that good and so many of us like it, then there must be a problem, right? So there must definitely be issues. Well, since they definitely have problems, then they themselves must have issues too, right? We all have difficulties. So how do they overcome them? This time I really want to ask you how to overcome them because they really have valuable insights. I am truly very grateful, very grateful. How long have you been in contact with Atomy? As for me, I would go gossiping, I would watch YouTube, and first of all, I heard about Don when he first came to Hong Kong. I also listened to the Success Academy, listening to Chairman Huo, right? It was Chairman Huo who taught us how to do things because he is the founder. And he certainly has many methods that we don't know. Yes, because I once heard during the first and second times, oh, such an interesting legal perspective. It felt like a sermon, as if they were talking about company matters. I was curious listening to them. Really, I actually found it to be like a preacher or a shepherd. I was just doing my job. So why does it relate to me and my concerns? But as I kept listening, there were many reasonable points. It has also helped me in my own life, or rather in addressing the blind spots in my heart. First, I listened and resolved my emotional overreactions and all the problems, which then allowed me to figure out how to support my partners. What about Chairman Apu? Does he share the same faith as us? The voices we hear are quite similar. So when Chairman Apu says, I am also a community fan, I really remember the soul of true love, because it is very important. We must cherish every user. Every developer is truly invaluable. There is no doubt about that. I feel this true love in the community training. I personally feel it in humble service. You know how I can be quite assertive, right? You can still see that. It's really important for them to learn humility.
So, Mom, how about that person earlier? The most important thing is to remember that the social share is really necessary. I have my own issues, but I found a lot of answers on YouTube. Also, the Success Academy is really helpful. At first, I thought I had to follow some kind of system, and I didn't want to be obedient. But it turns out that following the company's system and their training is important.
The concert and various aspects have gradually led to personal growth, allowing other partners to follow suit, and most importantly, to lead by example. I feel that if I take the lead, the other partners will follow along. So I think the three of us really enjoy listening to Chairman Puck's teachings. It's not just about us. We need to talk about how to do business, which actually teaches you how to be a person, and there's really no debate about that. So I think, what about today? We have talked about our problems and also about our passion. I want to ask, if we transition from being enthusiasts to becoming operators, and we already are, how can our partners who want to remain enthusiasts become the operators they aspire to be? It's not just about us, encouraging them by saying we want to do it too. How should we help them? First of all, I definitely feel that this is actually a team business within Atomy. That means I will definitely bring them into the system, listen to Zoom meetings or group meetings. The reason I want to tell you this is that we see a lot of things. If you participate and walk together, it's important to bring up any issues because it's a team matter. If one person thinks alone, each person has their own perspective. Is it right or wrong to have opinions? How do we gather common opinions? It's important not to go alone. When one person runs, they can go fast. But when a group runs together, they can go further and longer, which is much easier. We must really bring out any pain or issues and not keep them to ourselves. If we don't talk about them, then there will be problems. Wow, this is really right. So these are the partners. A helps me out. So that's why I said if there are any problems, can we bring them up in the group? How many think tanks do we have? It's really great today, isn't it? We have so many questions about Atomy, and it seems like we've already talked about some of the issues. Yes, so bringing them up is crucial for the team, which highlights its importance. Today, we are lucky that the three of us are together in this team, sharing with everyone we have the benefits of being in Atomy, whether we are operators, users, or developers. We are all relying on a team here because in Atomy, it's not just about getting beautiful products that are easy and affordable, right? What's even more important is how we learn to care for each other in our interpersonal relationships. How are our relationships during this time when we share about Atomy? It's about the right time. So I want to talk about the importance of the team here. We truly have 3 generations of Rose Masters, the Diamond Master, and Sales Master. We are hand in hand together in Atomy.